Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to the Horological Watch Review channel. Today we will review with you the NX-3273-675 model of the North Pacific brand, an activity watch. This watch is a watch made especially for 5-in-1. The wristband is made of parachute rope called paracord, and when we open it there is a wristband that reaches 3 meters. There is a flint inside, there is a whistle, there is a compass, and there is a part called a razor blade, and there is a thermometer here. If we examine our watch like this, what does paracord rope mean? Paracord is made of a parachute rope, as we see here. There is a couple at the bottom. If it's little right, there is a part of you can shorten and keep it away according to your wrist movement, and when you unit that rope, you have total of 3 meters of rope. It's a product designed and produced thinking that may be needed in camps. You can see many varieties of these many different brands. It can be used both of a watch and as a rope when needed. I have even untied this rope until today, because I am not sure if I will be able to put it back together like this, but you can watch and learn it in various videos on YouTube, and you can also adjust your wrist. You can even make a situation where you can adjust a little bit more according to your wrist by removing it from this part and wrapping on the top side next to this thermometer. Since it fits on my wrist, I use it in way without trying to break it. Let's talk about the thermometer part of the Fahrenheit and Celsius is divided into. We use it as Celsius in Turkey. It shows you how many degrees it is. There is a compass here. When I compare the compass to the other compass I had at home before, it is accurate. There is a whistle here. It is loud enough. Let's listen it now. When you blow it very strongly, it gives you a much louder sound, and we can take out the part with this lighter from here. When we take it out like this, it is very sharp here. So you can cut this rope very easily. Of course, it's not easy to do a bigger job, but it is something that will work. When you rub it against the flint here, it makes a spark. You can easily ignite the dried leaves in nature from this. Look at this. My lighter works very well. I tried it once and easily ignited the leaves in this way. Now let's come to the clock part. It shows the day of the week, and in the clock part there is a part designed like a compass here, north, west, east and south, but I couldn't find it, how it works and how can I arrange it. Right inside our clock, the city names are written from this bright part of the big of the part. I brought my North Pacific watch in 2021, and there was a little bit of peeling here, and there is during the time I used, and it has a lighting function like this, a different light with different colors that burns very differently, so there is no setting for this. As for the other features, there is a stopwatch. It throws the part of we do. This is how you can start it when you press here. Let's say today is the 28th of the day of the second month, February 28th, and in this way, when you have pressed here, when you press the top of right, it shows you the month and the day. And here comes the part of the thermometer, which is the alarm of the movement. If you look at its measurements, when we look at from the beginning to the end, there is a measurement of 56.6 millimeters, and when we look at this thickness, of course when we look at this thickness, I am trying to find the two height points. This point is higher, this point is 18 millimeters here. When we look at the two widest points from horn to horn, lug to lug, it is 51.1 millimeters. When we look at like this, if you have wider wrist, it is nice, but if you have a thin wrist, the watch may not suit you. It may be big, and when we look at the inner bezel here, when you try to measure the glass, this part comes 33.4 millimeters, and if you can see from here, I have not anchored the structures because of the top point of the glass is inside. When we look at the back cover, there is the brand logo and the name, there is the North Pacific and 50 meters water resistance. When we do like this, we can change the batteries by opening the 4 screws here. There are 2 batteries inside. I have changed them once before, and to change the band there are 2 screws from the sides. You can change the band from the inside by opening those 2 screws. When you look at the bottom of the watch, let's try to look at the weight. Yes, our watch is exactly 75 grams, and in this way, friends, this is a North Pacific brand model number NX-3273-675. It looks a bit like the old models of Garmin watch. We can say it looks a bit like the Casio G-Shock type, but I have not seen paracord shaped cord in this way in Garmin watches. If there is, please correct me, you can write below. Our watch today didn't look very loose on my wrist. I have 19.5 centimeter wrist. I don't need to any adjustments because I wasn't very uncomfortable. Of course, you can completely change this corridor. In the approximate price here, let's tell me you right away that say silicone or leather band can be considered on 24 millimeter band as you wish. Do I recommend a leather band here? Exactly no. At least silicone can be better. It bothers you a lot, and you can separate these low recommends from the watch. Yes guys, today we check North Pacific NX-3273-675 model activity watch. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next videos.